Today we're doing numerology of your name and birth date, but you know me, before we do any type of work, I like to clear stagnant energy. So before we work with numbers, before we calculate anything, let's just arrive. So sit comfortably, feel grounded if possible, hands resting softly, nothing to force, nothing to fix. We're just going to take a slow inhale through your nose, pause, exhale gently through your mouth. Again, one more time. Inhale, feel your body settle. Exhale, let the day soften. Now just breathe naturally. So when we talk about numerology, numerology is observation. And observation requires presence. So just notice the rise of your chest, the fall of your shoulders, the quiet rhythm that's been with you your entire life. Breath came before your name, came before your birth date, yet breath carries both. One more slow inhale together and release. We're here and we're not predicting anything. We're just observing patterns. So numerology is not about fate, it's about frequency. So every culture that's ever studied symbolism understood something simple, and that numbers require movement. They describe cycles, they describe tendencies, and they describe how energy expresses itself. So when you think about it, your name is not random. Your birth date is not random. These are patterns frozen into frequency. It reminds me of how I do tarot, how we do astrology. It's a map, right? But what I tell people, and you need to understand this, is that just like tarot or astrology, numerology does not control your life, but it reveals patterns that are already present. So think of it like this: your birth date is the blueprint, and your name is an instrument. And the blueprint shows, say, the structure of a house, and the instrument shows how music moves through it, right? So we're not here to box ourselves in, we're here to understand ourselves better. And when you understand yourself better, when you understand your core number, you stop fighting parts of yourself that were never meant to look like someone else's path, right? Um, that always gets me when people are like, all people, say, for example, I'm a Gemini. I love the memes, but every single one of us is different. Remember, I tell people you have your sun sign, you have your rising, you have a blueprint that completely expresses you, right? So like numerology is, it's symbolic math. It reduces complexity into core vibration, into simplicity. And it's not good, it's not bad, it's just a pattern. And once you see the pattern, you have choices. And that's the part I always care about, is choice, right? So today we're going to calculate a few core numbers. You don't have to be a mathematician. I like math. I'm not an expert. And there's no need to rush. We're going to go through this like really slowly, right? So this is information, not a limitation, right? So regardless of anything, I want you to remember that you're always greater than any single number, right? So in January, we work with breath. February, we work with sigils. And now we are working with numbers. So breath was the invisible current. sigils were intention given form, and now numbers is the invisible structure, right? Um, so we're going to calculate three things today. It's going to be your life path, your expression, and your soul urge. So before I do anything else, give me one sec. I always forget to share the little link so you guys can follow along. I hope I copied it well this time so you guys can actually see it. Where is the chat? Here it is. Please, God, lest it be a link, and it is not. All right. One more sec. Numerology. All right, this is it. Copy link. All right. Here we go. One more time. And please, God, let that be a link that you guys can open up. Is it? Let me see. I can open it. Can you guys open that?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. So first things first, we're going to talk about your life path. So your life path is your main lesson. It's your soul's curriculum. So it's like the road that you're walking. And when we talk about your expression, well, that number comes from your full name at birth, not a nickname, not your married name. It's your birth certificate name, right? If you ever legally changed your name, your birth certificate name, I would encourage you to look at both so you can see the differences from your birth name to who you are now, right? Um, and then your expression shows your natural talents, right? It shows what you're here to express outwardly. It's your energetic toolkit. If the life path shows your road, your expression shows the equipment that you carry on that road, right? If we have time, we'll do a personality number, which reflects the energy people sense from you before they know you well. And that's like the outer layer of your presence. It's the first impression, your social mask, what you show to people, just the way that your energy expresses itself. But we'll also work on your soul urge, and that's your heart's desire. It's what you crave internally, right? It's why it shows your soul's urge is why you can be really successful, but not really happy because you're not meeting your heart's desire, right? All right, so here we go. Um, Nikki, can you share my screen perhaps?
You should be
Because
able to share.
I can. Okay. Let me go in again. I never know where all the stuff is. Oh, here we go. Share screen. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I always worry that I'll pull up something and I'll be like, oh, you don't want to see that. All right, so when we talk about your life path, it is your full birth date. So I put an example up here so that you can do it yourself and follow along. And then we can talk about what your life path actually means. So for somebody whose birth date was uh, 3/8/1985, for example, I put that up there. Their life path would be 7. What you do is add all the numbers together. Um, the month, the day, and the year, and you come up with that number. You reduce everything down to a single digit. Here is a caveat, though. If your numbers add up to, say, a master number, which is 11, um, 33, those type of numbers, you will not reduce. It'll be 11, 22, or 33. Those are master numbers.
Okay, so
Don't
mine is
take those.
22. So I leave it 22.
Yep. If your total is 22,
Okay.
leave it.
I'm 33.
Your number is 33. We've added
We have a
every
lot of masters in the
letter.
room today.
Yes. Then you will leave it. And so here's the thing with master numbers. Master numbers are rare, but it doesn't mean that you're missing out on anything at all. And so I want you to um, remember that. And we'll talk about what your numbers actually mean. Do I have that in this one? I do not. Okay. I thought I did. Oh, I do. So here we go. What numbers did you guys come up with your numerology? Like for me, oh, go ahead, Nikki. So you said you were which
Yes.
one?
I'm 22.
22. So 22 as a master number.
Great.
You're a master builder, visionary, large scale impact, practical manifestation of ideas. You learn responsibility with power. And that is not surprising because I've always said that you were a networker. You connect people,
Yep.
right? And there you see, and you work with a lot of technology, don't you?
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Yep.
So just understanding the fact that your your life path, right, means, what did I say? Your life path shows what you most likely are going to, the path that you most likely take, right? What it is that you have outwardly that shows meaning to you. Um, Laura, you said 33.
20 and then the 20.
No, I'm 20.
You're 20.
Yeah, so I guess that would be two.
It's two, right? Master
Yeah.
numbers are very specific with 11, 22, and 33. But
I'm
remember,
the 33.
ah, hold on one sec. So, Laura, harmony, cooperation, sensitivity, partnership. You learn balance and emotional awareness. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. How does that make sense in what you do now?
Um, I think I bring harmony to families when I help their loved ones, or when I make the teddy bears.
Mm.
Um, Cooperation, mm, sensitivity, definitely.
So
And but
remember, your life path is your soul's curriculum. It's the path you're walking right now, right? So you
yep,
do all kinds of things, but at your core, these are the things that um, you're drawn to doing in your life. So that makes sense. Now I'm interested with the 33 master teacher, heart centered service, compassion, healing, leadership, and learn self care while serving others. So let's get back to you. My 33. How does that show up in your life?
Well, I'm a medium and healer and Akashic records reader, and I teach classes. So it's definitely a deep soul-driven desire or something that just comes out of my heart that I'm driven to teach people how to connect with themselves and get out of all the noise. I feel like we're so programmed and bombarded, like I said, with the too many emails, bombarded with propaganda and everything else that people are forgetting and have forgotten, whether through religious structures or now programming from corporate worlds and all that to know how to connect with themselves and their true, deep inner guidance on a soul level. And I just want everybody to wake up and be able to serve themselves in a healthy
Yeah.
way. Anyway,
Now,
yeah.
see what you just said and see how that really aligns with your master number there. Like you create spaces that are heart centered, you lead with compassion, you're a healer, right? You heal with compassion, but also that leadership, that self-care, and you're so much into service to others, right? That kind of is what leads you and makes you feel like you.
Yeah.
Are you surprised seeing who you, not at all, right? Did
No.
that give a little bit of clarity to your path when you saw that? Like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. No wonder.
Well, yeah. And honestly, in full honesty, it made me feel good. I was like, yes, that's me. Yay.
Well, see, this is how sometimes seeing the blueprint of who you are. Now, by no means am I going to say, you know what, this is uh, written in stone and set, and you can't be anything else ever. But this is when we say your name is not random, your birth date is not random. These are blueprints that were like actually created in the stars. When I sit and I think about astrology, for example, because astrology, numerology, tarot, all of these things are integrated. Um, there's the correlations with all of it, right? Through tarot, I can tell, I can read astrological signs, so on and so forth, and I can tell you this is your number, this is that. All of that comes into that. So just think as we're standing on the earth, the blueprint of the planets and the timing and all of that stuff co- converge and coalesce into this blueprint that created you. And you are so individual from any person, whether they were born at the same time, a second before, a minute before, whatever. We're so completely different, even though you may share the same sun sign or rising sign or whatever that is. And I think, isn't that amazing? Is
What's
it?
your number, Katrina? May I ask?
You can. So for me, um, I wanted to write down all my little stuff. Um, I'm a five.
You're a five?
I'm a five.
So's my baby.
Fives are so amazing. The freedom, and it makes sense, right? So for me, I love freedom. I'm so adaptable. I love change. Um, I love being grounded. I love structure. I love certain things like that. But if I'm not free to do certain things, I'm already immediately turned off, right?
Mhm.
As a Gemini, I adapt so well. Um, what is it? I'm sorry. Is it Kia, Kaya? What is it?
Kaya.
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 I wanted to say Kaya, but I wanted to be. Don't you hate being called Kia? Does it make you feel like a car?
She
Movement,
does.
I'm used to it though.
movement. So Kaya, what do you think about your number five and how that pertains to you? And if you
Um,
don't feel put on the spot, if you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
well, do they know what's happening right now?
No, just say, just speak. It's okay.
Well, like we're moving right now, and I feel like the grounded movement,
Mm,
because like I feel like we're still,
It's okay,
I
honey.
don't know, like how to say it.
whatever you want to say.
Like we're still kind of being guided by something,
Mm,
and we're moving, so kind of like the grounded movement.
okay. Okay. As as a person, how does number five feel to you? Like how important is freedom and being able to do your own thing to you? Like your sense of adventure or how you learn, how you move in the world. Like, do you like being told what to do, or do you like being able to move to your own rhythm, for example?
I like to move to my own rhythm.
Yeah, see, that's your number 5 there with freedom. So let me tell you a story. Like, from the time when I can remember being in elementary school and being outside, like before the bell rings, before we go inside. Everyone's doing their own thing. I'm off over in the corner. And then I couldn't stand mushrooms. I'm stepping on mushrooms. I'm doing all kinds of things. And I look up and I'm all by myself. The bell has rung. I'm all the way over in the meadow doing something else by myself. I think there are a couple deer and stuff over in the corner. Like, we're like doing our own thing. I'm just beating, like, just my own thing. And I'm like, oh, everybody left. No one said anything. I'm in my own world. I'm doing my own thing. And even through school, I don't want to say I was the weird kid. Okay, I was a little bit weird, but it's whatever. But the same thing. People always saw that I liked my freedom, right? Give me whatever it is that you want me to have. I'll do my own thing. Even at work now, don't micromanage me. Give me what I need to do and let me do my own thing, and I'm going to figure out a way, right? That freedom, that adaptability where you can adapt to any situation, change, it depends on how it goes, right? But that sense of adventure and learning how you really learn how to ground and make your own movement in moderation. So, you know what I mean? That beating to your own drum, that's how
Yeah.
that number 5 pertains to you. And I can actually see that for you. So that's really cool. Anybody else want to share? If not, like, don't feel put on the spot.
Kevin just joined us. He'll need the link again.
Hi, Kevin. Uh,
Hello. Sorry I got all balled up today with time change. I set all my clocks back last night.
Oops.
well, really funny because Nikki put that link in the email, and I was just like, "What's this?" And I didn't realize what it was actually until like 5 minutes before the class. Because our phones and our electronics automatically do that for us.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
felt really well rested today, and now I know why.
Well, I was pleased as punch. I went around last night and changed all the clocks, and I thought, okay, I'll be ready in the morning. And
2
then
hours
I'm
different.
doing the dishes this morning. I look at the clock and I said, that doesn't look right. Because it didn't match, because I knew all the electronic clocks would switch on their own. And when I looked at the electronic clock, it had gone in the wrong direction as far as I was concerned.
That's like when the sun is too high up in the sky, and you're like, I feel really good, but oh no, that doesn't look right. I'm late. All right. So can anyone possibly copy and paste that link for me, since I struggle so much with this chat? So Kevin has it. So Kevin, we've worked on a life path number, which
There is a chat. Oh,
see,
yes.
that's why I didn't want to copy and paste it.
Oh,
I have to find the chat myself. So we just worked on our life path number, and your life path number basically shows where you are like right now. It's your main lesson, your soul's curriculum. It's the road that you're currently walking in. It's your path, right? That's why they call it a life path. So we just did that. Your life path is your birth date added all together and then reduced down to single digits. Unless when you add up your entire birth date, it comes out to 11, 22, or 33. Those are master numbers that need to be left alone. So that's what we just did. I don't know. I'm not trying to rush you. You can
no,
do it later.
to add up all my birth numbers.
Yep. So like me, 5, so add your birth month plus your birthday plus your birth year. So all the numbers of your, I don't know, if your month was May, it's 5. If your birth date was the 11th, that's 2. So 5 plus 2, and then add up your birth year. So 19, whatever it is.
Oh, I don't add all the numbers
Yep.
together.
Then you
Okay.
add them all together. Add all of them together. Once you add everything together, you reduce that down to a single digit. Unless, like I said, unless when you add everything together, it comes out to 11, 22, or 33.
Okay. I got a 37.
Okay.
And what number do I reduce that to? I'm sorry
So
for being
3,
an
no, no,
idiot.
no, not at all. So 37, it's 3 plus 7. That
Okay.
becomes 10, which is 1. Right? So for you, number 1 means leadership, independence, initiative, originality, and learned self-trust and confidence. That's what your life path is.
Oh, okay.
Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, it does, as a matter of fact.
Care to elaborate or no? It's up to you.
Well, no, I'm pleased to elaborate. I've always been a leader kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in spiritual matters, uh, I started in a gospel choir when I was 14, and we traveled around, and I was the preacher. I then moved into funeral service where I was a leader there on spiritual matters, and I was able to comfort the families. And I guess my greatest thing was learning from all those spiritual teachers. And
Mm.
then I went into I was always heavily involved with human rights issues, the gay rights movement at first, and then the last 25 years with the HIV human rights.
Mm.
So I've always been a leader, and I don't know how I ended up in it, but I've been happy as a clam in it.
Well, it sounds like that's what gives you life.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah,
love to do. So that makes sense that that is your life path.
yeah, yeah.
Very cool. All right, so our next number is your expression. And your expression is your full birth name, not a nickname, not a married name. It's your full birth name, including a middle name if you have one. If you don't, then don't worry about that. So here's the chart. There's a number attached to every single letter, right? So for me, I write out so I just want to give you something quick, right? Just so you can see. Here's expression with us using Jane Marie Doe, right? Do you see how each letter, you add the numbers up for each letter, right? Jane, those 4 letters, each one has a number. Marie, same thing. Doe, same thing. Add all the numbers up completely and reduce down to 1 digit, just like we did with the other, unless it's a life path number, right? So add up all the first name, all the middle name, all the last name, reduce, unless it's 11, 22, or 33. Got it? Okay, let me go back to the chart so you can see the numbers. So for me, I always write these horizontally and then put the number up underneath so that I can easier add them together. So with me, my first name is Catrina with the C. So under the C, I put a 3. Under the A, I put a 1. Under the T, I put, well, you get it. I put a 2. And you keep doing that until you get everything together. And then just add it. So first assign the number, get all that done, and then add.
I did that already.
Oh, you're quick. I'm still writing numbers.
I
What'd
did
you
it
get, Laura?
while you were talking to Kevin. I did my name. I came
Oh,
up with a
you came up with, what did you say, a 4?
4.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Laura.
It was 4, I think so, because the total was 76. So if I added that together, it's 40. And not it's 13. So I added the 1 and the 3 as a 4. Is that right?
13 is a 4. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm a 4.
Okay.
And that is structure, discipline, stability, foundation building, patience, and persistence. Yeah, that would be me. Patience is waning with age. And not as patient as I used to be, but I'm trying to be more patient.
What do they say? Patience is a virtue. I do.
And yes, I am very persistent. So yeah.
Okay. Is everybody ready to figure out what their expression is? If you haven't.
Not quite.
Okay. So for me, mine is actually a 9. Compassionate, wise, humanitarian.
My birth name is a 9 too.
Really?
Yep.
Not surprising at all. Um, and then just remember your expression, it's your destiny number, right? Your expression is the number that shows your natural talents, right? What you're here to express outwardly. It's your energetic toolkit, right? And remember, your expression shows the tools that you carry with you on the road, like what you carry with you, right? So the way that you handle things outwardly is through, for us number 9s, it's compassion. It's our humanitarian works. It's completion. It's bringing things full circle, right? Laura, you said that you were a 4, right? So what
Yeah.
you carry with you is structure. You have discipline. You have but you like to do things from a foundation. You're like, this is the way we do it, right? You like to build that, and you like to stick with it. And I remember having these conversations when we have other stuff, and I'm like, think outside the box, and you're like, no, how do you do that? This is how we've done things. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you can't think outside the box or learn. It just means that you like the foundation, you like structure,
I
right?
do. I do.
Versus somebody like me who likes fluidity and like combining all those things. I like
Yeah.
structure too and foundation, but I'm just like, why do we have to stick with that?
And
So
I like discipline too, because like I hate when people are late and I have to sit there and wait for them.
sorry. He's always waiting for me. And I'm like, I'm coming.
I'm always waiting for my neighbor too, and it drives me crazy. I like to be on time.
Is anybody else ready to share or want to share what their number is and just what it means, or are we good? Like, I don't want anyone to feel like they absolutely have to share. Like, you have the handout, so it's food for thought, and you can always do things on your own, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm always like that. I used to go to a church that the ones that used to make you stand up and introduce yourselves, and I'm like, God, please.
Um,
Yep. Hmm.
I used to do those.
Oh, I hate those. Like, if I wanted to talk to people, I would. I just want to be here in the corner and just take it all in.
What's
So,
7?
so 7, hold on.
Please.
No, absolutely. So, as a 7,
See,
you enjoy, oh my gosh,
the seeker.
a seeker, a mystic. Here we are, seeker, mystic, analysis, and depth. So, with that, Akashic records, for example, that comes to mind, right? The different things that you do with that, um, really being outside of the box when it comes to like those sort of things. Um, you're thoughtful, you're private, you're observant. That's really what a seeker is and what a seeker does, right? Um, you're able to go in and just analyze things at their core, take the different pieces of what is there and bring them in together and bring like meaning to it. Seekers dive in, and that's exactly what you're doing, and really everything that you do, from your healing to your counseling that you give people about themselves and who they are. Um, Even for you, the work that you've done for yourself, it's all seeking, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else want to share?
I
I'm a
think I
number
got a
1.
5. How do you get the end number? Is it because I got 50 in total? So does that make me a 5?
5, yes, because you add
Okay.
plus 0.
Pardon me?
Because you add 5 plus the 0. It's
Okay,
three.
and it's still 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
remember, numbers are still the same. That means, though, with you, like with your leadership and the role that you had with that, you add the 5 to that. Because remember, we're going. You're going by your life path number. What your soul urges, like what you, how you outwardly live your life, what draws you, right? To your expression, how you show yourself, freedom, adaptability, change, adventure, moderation, and grounded. Like you flip from here to there. Like, not that I'm trying to read you, but Kevin, you've been like all over the place. You flip from here to there, and that makes sense with the freedom, right? You adapt to so many things. Change has been you, right? From LGBTQ, you, IA. Sorry. I always add elemental P to that. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like disrespectful. Both of my daughters are gay.
I
So
do the
I
same
make this
thing.
joke. Okay, good. I always make the joke with that because both of my girls are gay too. I always make the joke that all of my kids like girls. So I got 2 boys and 2 girls. But anyway, that sense of adventure too. I'm like, how many places have you been, Kevin? Good Lord. Just that just shows you your expression. Like when I was saying about Kaya, for example, how she just beats to her own drum, and so do I. Like, that's you too. I like to do these certain things, but I want the freedom to be able to do this and move how I want to move without somebody telling me what to do. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've often been told that I march to my own drum kind of thing.
Oh, there you go. It's
You
right
know,
there.
you're not gonna corral me.
Kaya, did you say something?
I got a 1.
Does that surprise you?
Not really, no.
You trust yourself. You're confident. You have that initiative. You're so original. And that's back to also beating to your own drum to be able to create the space that is something that you need. For me to see someone like, well, I'll be 55 this year. So please don't get offended when I call you like a baby or whatever. Like to me, I'm just like, I always am amazed and happy and proud at the same time when I see young people, especially women, because we didn't always have the voice that we have now, be sure of what they want or are not afraid to go and get it and be like, this is what I want. This is what I'm doing. And I can see the smile like I am. I'm so proud of you. I can see your mom is really proud of you with that too. This is how you express yourself, right? This is who you are. And then be able to own that and be like, well, if you don't like it, this is me. Is something that is um, amazing, right? That is so like integral to your growth as a young woman, as a young person. So if you would see, I'm throwing up hearts, but you can't. You can only see my screen. All right, guys. I just want to talk and talk, but it looks like we're running out of time. So let's go to our next one. Not the numerology shadow thing. You guys will look at that later. Your soul urge, right? So we talked about a lot of things. The soul urge, like it's the last thing we're really going to be able to get to, which is your heart's desire. What makes you tick? What gives you satisfaction? What makes you feel complete? And this is why I said somebody can be wildly successful but really unhappy at the same time. So the difference with your soul urge here, you're still calculating everything the same way, but you're only using the vowels that are in your name. So your complete first name, middle name, last name, only assign the vowels. Don't use the consonants at all. And that will give you your soul urge.
I have a Y, and sometimes Y is a vowel.
So
Does it count here?
we are, I mean, you could, for simplicity, I don't usually use Y. Um,
Okay.
but if you feel drawn to use the Y, I would say go ahead and do it.
Hmm.
So for me, I got a 9.
So, so did I.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
I got a 7. What's that make me? A
So
lunatic?
you got a 7.
Oh,
7 is analysis, spirituality, depth, inner wisdom, learns trust and intuition and solitude.
okay.
Right?
I got an 11.
For not surprising. So 9 is compassion, again, humanitarianism, completion, wisdom, and you learn surrender and universal love. The 11, here we are, heightened sensitivity, spiritual insight, inspiration, learns grounding and nervous system balance, which makes a lot of sense, especially in healing, right? You have to absolutely have those things. Um, People don't really associate healing with that, but when we're healing, we're absolutely working with the nervous system. We're grounding energy. You have to have that spiritual insight to be able to scan people, that heightened sensitivity, right? That comes into play. You have to be able to scan the body to see where you need to work at. Um, but you guys have these things in your handout, but what does this all mean, right? for example, remember your, okay, so I want you to remember something important. Your numbers describe tendencies, right? They don't dictate destiny, they show patterns, but you're the one living them. So if your life path shows leadership, you still choose how to lead. If your expression numbers show sensitivity, you still choose how to use it. If your numbers reveal challenge, they also reveal strength. Because nothing in numerology is punishment, nothing is random, nothing is accidental. It's a pattern, and patterns become powerful when you become aware of it, right? So in the handout here, the last page, I give you the numbers. There's the strength and there's the shadow, right? There's always light and dark that we work with, right? And when I say dark, I shouldn't even say that. I call it challenge. And in your challenges, we work with the things that challenge us, and those become our strengths, right? For example, a long time ago, challenges for me used to be with working with other women. And that was something that came up in my I want to say that it came up in past life work, but it also came up with a lot of challenges that I worked with through childhood. That became such a strength that now, oh my God, do I welcome working with other women. I support other women. I just let me find out another woman is here. And I'm always like, yay. But I love working with people, period. So remember, just because something is a shadow, it doesn't mean that it is something that is bad. Shadows become strengths. Just like when people think about retrograde, right? People are always Mercury retrograde. I always say, well, that's something raggedy in your life. It's something that you know that you need to work with that you keep putting off. And retrogrades make things come to the forefront so that they're no longer a challenge. It could be something that you work with and now it's a strength, right? So your shadow and your strength guide in numerology, everything that is a shadow will become a strength as you work with it. Those shadows, if they make sense, those are things that you work on, right? You bring it to the forefront so it's no longer a shadow. It becomes part of the you that's in the light that you're actively working with. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
So the workbook just shows you how to work with all your things and what everything means, right? Um, for example, if I'm a 5, I'm a freedom seeker, right? If that is my life path, that just shows that this is how I approach everything, right? And everything that I do, I like to be able to adapt, which I do. I like versatility. I do. Curiosity, I am a classic Gemini. Like I am all those things, right? But the way that I also work with stuff, I like to bring things together. And that would be like my personality. If I say my personality is the same, that number, same thing. Don't try to hold me back, right? I like to beat to my own drum. But the way that my soul urge, right? We talked about that. I am a humanitarian, and that's in everything that I do. Even though I like to beat to my own drum, it gives me meaning if I can connect with people. And the way that I do it is it's compassionate, right? The way that I do it is with the wisdom that I have accumulated over the years, right? And I like to bring things full circle, you know? Not only am I a priestess, I have all these other traits of different things that I do. There's completion. I bring things full circle. Does that make sense? So these different things, it's a blueprint of who you are, how you work, what brings you joy. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you mentioned earlier, Katrina, that married names, you should just at least look at it. But what do you feel about that combination or the alternate numbers?
So with numerology, just like astrology, right? Work, first of all, work with your birth name. This is who you are when you came on board, when you came into the world, right? But people often change their names. Numbers, just like colors and everything else, they hold a certain vibration, a certain frequency, right? If you changed your name and that is what you go by now, also do your numerology with that because we change all the time. We're not stagnant beings. Our cells replicate, they're always changing. Even our bone structure changes all the time, right? Cells replicate, like we're never the same person. So for me to tell you just work with one thing and nothing else at all, that would be ridiculous. You're not the Nikki that you were born. You're the Nikki who you are now, but the Nikki that you were born as
Mhm.
is still valid too. You've just grown leaps and bounds and through changes. So I would tell you to calculate both and compare who you were then to who you are now. That's like saying, this is who I am as a little kid, and I'm still the same person. You're not, right? But there's different ways that you've grown and you've changed. But you might also find that there's some things that haven't changed. When people be like, I'm still this person, I just do this now. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you'll see that Nikki has gone through so many different stages, even if, say, the humanitarianism and all that sort of stuff is still a core in you. The way that you express yourself, for example, has probably changed, or it might not. It might be that, when you were born, you were at 1 degree and now you're at 32, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that would be very interesting, but you absolutely should do the numerology, um, your birth name, completely what's on your birth certificate, and also the name that you are now. Because the vibration has changed. You're different.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have questions? I
Well,
really
yeah, I was wondering, I'm gonna end up doing two sets because I was adopted, so my name is different than when I was born. So I would uh, do the two sets, or is
Mhm.
that a separate rule?
This is true. And you know what, Kevin? That would be so interesting because you were born one way, but you know that nature versus nurture sort of thing. Um, the vibration of you was changed quite a bit by your adoptive family, but the core of you always still remains, if that makes any sense,
I
right?
think so, yeah.
So,
Um,
Katrina,
yes.
um, if you did it with your married name, what do you use for the middle name? Your real middle name or your maiden name?
What do you feel?
I feel like my maiden name
You could use your
because
maiden name.
whenever I sign stuff, I use my middle initial is my maiden name.
What's on your marriage license?
I don't know. So long ago.
I would tell you to go by what you use then, because remember, your name carries a frequency, just like your birth date carries a frequency.
Then
Your
it would be fine.
signature carries a frequency. You know how your signature changes over time? That's because your frequency changed,
Okay.
right? So I would tell you to go with what feels right for you. So that's the thing, like with what we do. Um, there are traditional ways of doing things, but sometimes when spirit tells you to do something a certain way, I totally go with that. I would totally go with that. If you feel called, do it more than one way and see what the differences are, if there are any. If you want to be completely thorough, do your married name with your middle name complete, your maiden name in there, your married name in there. Do it the way that you always write it, and look and see what the changes are. And I guarantee you, what you're going to do is see the blueprint of how you change from birth through your marriage back full circle to who you are right now at this time.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
I really wanted to go over one more number that we don't have time for, but I can really tell you guys it's your personality number. Um,
Uh-huh.
Personality number really, it's the same way you do the soul urge. It's just all consonants. You don't use any vowels. It's the opposite. And if you did your personality number, well, that really just shows the outward you that people see before they knew the inside you. Like the soul urge uh, shows who you are inside. The personality number is what people see before they even know who you are. It's that outward mask of people of what people actually see. So people see your personality before they know the inner you. It's the same thing. Your personality number is really just the inverted soul urge. You use all consonants. The numbers remain the same, but then it gives you an even more complete picture. Your life path, your expression, like who you are, like how you show yourself outwardly. Like this is a path I take. Your expression of how you express yourself, right? Your personality number, what you show to the outside world. Your soul urge, what makes you tick, right? That just gives you more of a complete number. I wish we had more time, guys, like for questions and stuff. I just talk too much, but this kind of stuff excites me so much. I hope you use your workbooks, and please email me if you have any questions at all,
Awesome. Thank you,
or call
Catrina.
me. You're welcome.
This was fun.
It was fun.
What's your email? I don't have
Oh,
it. And I just put my email in the chat if anybody wants it or if anybody wants to be on my newsletter or whatever, you
I
can reach
want,
out.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
want
start
to push
sharing
anybody.
so I can put myself in the chat. Oh, gosh. You can't. Oh, there it is.
There you are.
All right. So mine, let me copy this. Mine is,
11.
it's divine expressions with two E's in the middle. Divine expressions, LLC, um, at gmail.com.
Now,
There we go.
would you like to close with a spiritual protection prayer? Yes,
Who,
Yeah.
me? You?
everybody.
Yes. Laura.
Okay. Okay. You can say this with me if you'd like. Today, I cleanse my energy field with love and intention. I seal my aura from all intrusive forces. I return all energy that isn't mine. No return address. I cut cords with anything draining my spirit. I trust my intuition to guide me safely. I stand in my power, fully protected. I call back my energy from all timelines. I shield my home with light and truth. I reject manipulation in all forms, and I declare I am safe, sovereign, and spiritually guided always. And so it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful. And thank you, Katrina.
Yeah.
You're
Thanks,
welcome. This was
Katrina. That
fun.
was fun. That was fun.
Yeah,
Good
it was
to
fun.
meet you, Kaya.
Thank you.
All right. We don't have a person to give a presentation for next week. Anybody want to volunteer?
I
Melody?
will.
All right.
Sure.
Love
Sure.
it.
You guys got anything you want to talk about, or should I just see what they say?
You can do that, but let me know before Saturday because that's when I send the newsletter with the titling in it. But I was just
Okay.
working on your replay from the last one you did, which was the Akashic record, and then the interviews with Noel. So I'm getting that page put together. I'm going to start to do some promotion for that.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I'll come up with something.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
Melody, if I could just make a comment, whatever you send to Nikki and she puts in the newsletter is what I titled
Replay.
the production on YouTube. So if
Okay.
you have any kind of a message you want to get through, that's a good place to
Or good keywords for searching, people finding you.
keywords or something to tease people to listen to what you have to say.
Okay. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank you. Self promotion and tooting my horn, believe it or not, is not my best strong suit, but getting information from them, I got
There you go.
it.
Love
So
it.
can't wait for that newsletter.
Yeah, it's a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thanks.
All right, everybody, have a great week. Thank you.
Dude,
Everyone.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.